Hey, welcome to Yoga with Tim. If you checked out this week's blog post, I talked about the importance of standing postures. A beginner practice is heavy in standing postures. So today we're going to focus on the standing postures. They're going to help to build spinal elasticity, help to strengthen and tone your legs as well as your core, and give you a better feeling of what it's like to stand on your feet and feel your body. If you want to know more about it, you can check out the website yogawithtim.com and check out the blog post on standing poses. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's get started. Begin on your back, lie down in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Let the chest start to open. Let the inner legs begin to stretch. Visualize your breath moving all the way down towards your belly. Soften your belly, let your belly rise and fall in response to your breath. And then bring your knees together. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg out along the floor. Change legs. Hug the left knee in and stretch the right leg out. Hug both knees into your chest. Let your lower back start to spread. Then bring the legs into tabletop position. Take your arms straight up, press the palms together. Let the shoulder heads drop down towards the floor. Squeeze in with your legs. As you inhale, start to reach your right arm back, but keep both sides of the neck and the upper spine long. Exhale, bring the arm back up. Inhale, change sides. Take the left arm back, keep both sides of the neck and the upper back long. Exhale, back up. Now inhale, take the right arm back and the left leg forward and down. Both sides of the neck stay long and both sides of the lower back stay equally long. Exhale, back up. Press the hands, knees together. Inhale, change sides. Remember, try not to let the neck tweak. Engage your core to help both sides of the low back stay long. Exhale, back together. Inhale, change sides. 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 Exhale, back together. Now curl yourself up to your knees and reach your fingertips towards your outer heels. Tuck yourself up into a little ball. As you inhale, open up and reach back, but don't let the shoulders touch. Exhale, tuck up into a little ball. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, tuck up. Inhale, reach out. And exhale, tuck up. Lower yourself down. Open the elbows out to the side. And we're going to get a little bit of movement for the lower back by tipping the pelvis back and forth. So as you inhale, tip the front hip bones away from you, stretch the tip of the tailbone down so your lower back arches. And as you exhale, flatten the lower back, tuck the pelvis, tip of the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arch your lower back, stretch the tip of the tailbone. Exhale, flatten. Inhale, arch your lower back. Exhale, flatten. Then inhale into neutral. Let's do one more exercise in the back before we get to standing. Take the feet the width of the mat. As you inhale, let the left knee go over towards the right big toe. Stretch your left arm up overhead and look towards your left arm. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, change sides. Stretch the right knee towards the left big toe. Stretch the right arm overhead. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Roll over to your side and press yourself up to seated. Come onto the hands and the knees. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Place the knees underneath your hips. Then stretch your left leg back. Open up across your chest. Lengthen the lower back and the neck like we practiced on the back. Engage the core and stretch the right leg back. Hold in plank pose, 5 breaths. Press down into your middle 3 knuckles. Roll your sternum forward. Firm your legs. Even though this pose is heating and challenging and you're having to engage your core muscles, breathe steady through your nose. Then set your knees down, knees outer hips distance, point your big toes back and stretch back into child's pose. Come back up onto your hands and your knees. Curl your toes under, and let's practice down dog. Spin your biceps forward. Keep your upper chest open, and slowly start to stretch back without the upper chest narrowing. Keep some resistance with the arms, turning the biceps forward. Lift your hips, stretch the hips back and away from the wrists. Then bring your feet together. Raise the right leg up from the inner thigh. Shift into plank pose, pull your knee up, and step your foot up in between your hands. Up onto your fingertips, runner's lunge, stretch your chest forward, stretch back through your back leg. Downward dog, reach back. Change legs. Raise the left leg up from the inner thigh, keeping both sides of the lower back long, right hip lifted. Shift into plank, pull your knee up. Step your foot all the way up in between your hands. Stretch your chest forward. If it's difficult to step the foot up, you can set your back knee down and wiggle the foot up and then stretch, or you can put blocks underneath your hands to help get more clearance. Stretch back through your back leg. Let the left hip crease release back as you stretch your chest forward. Breathe evenly through your nose. Downward dog, stretch back. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Let the head drop. And then bring your hands onto your hips, press down into your feet and come on all the way up to stand. Stand in mountain pose with your feet together. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Bring your right heel up to your left inner thigh. Place the heel above the knee. Turn your hips to point straight ahead and stretch your inner leg long. If it's difficult for you to balance, you can do this pose with your hands against the wall. Once you have good balance and you're stretching into your left foot evenly, the heel, the little toe mound, and the big toe mound, join the palms together. Stretch the left foot even and raise the arms up overhead. Just like in down dog, rotate the biceps, spin the biceps back, triceps forward, and let the sides of the neck lengthen as you reach from your outer armpits up to your pinkies. Press the left foot down even. Bring your arms back down, release your leg, and change sides. Bring your left heel up to your right inner thigh. Turn your hips to point straight ahead, navel point straight ahead, but then stretch the inner left leg longer by engaging the left outer buttock. Join the palms together. Balance across your right foot evenly. Take your arms up once you're steady. Bring your arms back down. Lower your foot. Now let's just practice standing in Tadasana, which we take for granted, just standing over the feet. A common postural misalignment is when we stand for the pelvis to be tucked under and for the shoulders to be hanging forward, the head in front of the midline. So today, when you practice standing in Tadasana, balance in between your heels and your toe mounds evenly. Make sure that the pelvis is upright and you're tall through your lower back, the chest is open, the head is balanced up on top of the spine so that you're balancing the body over the front of the ankles. Sense your balance across your feet evenly and just observe what it feels like to stand like this. Stand tall and open without strain. All right, now we're going to try to create this open feeling when we practice the standing poses today. You can have blocks nearby. If you're less flexible, you can support your hand with the block. Let's practice triangle pose. From mountain pose, separate your feet wide apart and spread your arms. Stand for just a moment before you take triangle and find all your space again like in Tadasana. Feel the spine upright. Feel your body tall through the line of the ankles. Now angle the left leg in slightly. Turn the right leg out 90 degrees. Open again. And as you turn the right inner thigh towards your foot, reach out and put your hand down. So I'm going to be using this medium height of the block, but you can decide if you feel like your spine is rounding towards your foot and you can't lengthen out in this direction, then you'll take the hand up higher until you can find length. Stretch down evenly into your feet. Elongate through the trunk. Open up across your chest. And just like in tree pose, squeeze your outer right butt to help open the inner thigh. Breathe steady in and out through your nose. Press into your feet and come back up. Change sides. Reach out over your left leg. Put your hand down. Elongate through your trunk, straight out in the line of your left big toe. Stretch your back leg. Squeeze in with your left outer hip buttock. And as you squeeze in, you'll feel the inner leg stretch more. Open up across your chest. Press down into your feet. Inhale, come back up. And parallel your feet. Stand open. Side angle. Turn your left leg in slightly. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Bend your right knee. Put your hand down onto the outside of the foot. Take your left arm up. Elongate through the trunk again. Imagine you could feel equal length in between all the segments of the spine. Then reach the arm all the way overhead. The back foot reaches evenly. All three of the points that we were practicing reaching from tree pose. Bend the right knee over the ankle. Steady breathing in and out through your nose. Press down into your feet and come back up. Turn your legs to the other side. Bend your left knee, put your hand down, take your right arm up, elongate the trunk, reach the back foot, take the arm all the way overhead. A common misalignment in this pose is for the knee, the bent knee, to want to cave inward. So glance down at your left leg. make sure that the knee is lined up with the ankle and the center hip. As you stretch the back leg longer, stretch the sides of the chest away from the hips, start to lunge deeper, but make sure you haven't lost the alignment of the left knee. Take your arm up, come back up to stand, parallel your feet. Bring your legs together, stand mountain pose. As you stand in mountain, reconnect to your breath. Stand balanced over your feet. So you're retraining your posture as you pause and stand in mountain. The eyes are soft. Let the eyes release more towards the back of the skull. Separate your feet again. Warrior one. This time, as you turn your right foot out, turn your whole body to face your right foot and angle your back foot in 65 degrees. Spread the arms out to the side, turn the thumbs back, raise the arms all the way, and as the arms are going up, spin the biceps like we practiced in down dog, spin them back. Stretch your back foot, bend your right knee. As you keep stretching the back foot, bend the knee while lengthening through the lower back. Press your feet evenly and come back up. Turn to face the other side. Turn the ribs in the chest the same way as the left foot. Spread the arms, turn the thumbs, raise the arms all the way up, and as you stretch into your back foot evenly, start to bend your left knee. You can practice the same gaze that we just did in Tadasana. So release the eyes back towards the back of the skull. Even though the eyes are open, the gaze is soft. Almost like an eyes closed feeling even though they're open. Tall through the sides of the lower back like in the core workout. Even though you're lunging deeper, don't let the lower back sink. Come back up, parallel your feet. All right, now bring your hands behind your back and with your left hand, grab a hold of your right wrist. Turn yourself to face your right foot one more time like you're gonna do warrior one. Except this time, tip forward halfway out over your leg. Stretch your feet evenly. Flat back, roll the chest open. Then navel to spine, lengthen all the way out over your leg. Good, now press down into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your legs to the other side. Change the clasp of your hands. Roll the chest open. As you stretch your back foot, start to tip forward again halfway, keeping the chest open. Then lengthen all the way out over your leg. Let your spine round evenly. Press down into your feet with strong legs, come back up to stand, and parallel your feet. Place your hands on your hips and open your chest. So you can feel that by doing these transitions with strong legs, coming up with your chest open, that you're building strength in your legs, you're toning your legs, and you're increasing your flexibility in your spine. Tip from your hips and fold forward halfway, pause there. Let the hamstrings start to open, but stay steady on your legs. Then tip all the way, put the hands down, start to walk the hands back. Let your back round evenly. If you have very tight hamstrings, I'd recommend bending your knees a little bit so that you can get the pelvis to help tip you into the pose. If you feel like the pelvis is helping to tip you nicely, you can let the head drop. Then start to open up the backs of your knees and the backs of your legs more. But keep the even press of your feet to make sure that you're toning the legs and using the leg muscles properly. Let the back of the skull release. Breathe steady through your nose. Inhale, flat back, walk your hands forward, open up across your chest again. All right, now strong legs, good posture, press into your feet and come all the way up to stand. Then bring your feet all the way together, stand in mountain pose, and just notice the effects of your standing postures for a moment. Feel the improved circulation through the body, increase in blood flow. Notice how your mind feels, observe the quality of your breath. You feel strong, you feel energized and light. Just notice that feeling. All right, now let's lie down on the back and we'll practice the first inversion that we learn in yoga, most basic inversion, supported bridge pose. So as you go to lie down on your back, have your block handy, bend your knees, put your feet down, lift your hips up, take the block on the medium height, and slide it right underneath your sacrum. That's the thick bony part at the top of your buttocks. Grab a hold of the sides of the sticky mat and turn your arms out, spin the biceps out, roll up towards the top shoulders so that the chest is expanded. Stretch down into your feet evenly and let the sides of the neck lengthen, all four sides of the neck. Back sides, front sides. Let the hips stretch evenly down into the block. Continue to let the chest open. Then reach down into the feet, lift the hips up off the block and hold. So hug in with the legs evenly and engage the backs of the legs evenly. Then move the block to the side and lower your hips down. Cross your right ankle over top of your left knee and gently hug your knee in towards your chest. Release that leg, change the cross, left ankle over the right knee, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Uncross the legs. Last stretch, stretch your left leg out, hug your right knee in, open your right arm out to the side, and take the knee all the way over to the left. Bring your leg back to center and change legs. Hug your left knee in. Open your left arm out to the side and take the knee all the way over to the right. Bring your knee back to center, hug both knees into your chest, let your lower back spread and release. Then set your feet down and stretch your legs out, corpse pose. All right, so this is the part of the practice where we let all the benefits of the practice start to sink in, all the stretching you did, the deep breathing, the strengthening you did. So let your body completely relax. Relax your hands, your feet. Relax your legs, your arms, your shoulders. Let the hips soften, let the abdomen soften. Relax your jaw, your tongue. And for the next minute or so, just watch the breath traveling in and out through the nose. Without trying to lengthen the breath, imagine you're just watching the body being breathed. Then gently bend the knees, roll over to your side, and press yourself up to seated. Bring your palms together. With your eyes closed, lower your head to your heart. Lift the head and open the eyes. Thank you. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. I hope you feel good. If you want to check out more about Yoga with Tim, check out the website yogawithtim.com. I have a blog and the 7-day reset on there. It's a sequence of videos that you can sign up for. Also, if you want to help to support the channel, you can subscribe and you can also donate on our YouTube page. Thanks so much for watching.